Friday, so we have another unboxing, because there's boxes. Now, I have been singing the songs of Loot Crate, especially in the new Loot Crate. They are doing really, really well, and so I am super excited, and sadly, this one kind of fell short, and we will talk about that in just a minute. Alright guys, as always, these are not sponsored videos, these are not paid videos, these are my stuff that I am sharing with you guys, just so you guys can see what Loot Crate looks like, and if there's anything you like, you can always see if you can find it online somewhere, because sometimes you get these and you're like, ooh, I never knew I needed that. So, we look to see if they gave us the $45 they promised us, and if we even made back the money we spent on the crate. Crates, on average, are somewhere between $22 and $26, depending on whether you bought it month to month or if you bought the whole year all at once. I will try to remember to give prices. I suck at remembering, so at some point there's probably going to be a space going. The other thought is, if you see anything you like, you can always message me. I can see if I can find it somewhere. I've been noticing a lot of, especially Loot Crate exclusive stuff, popping up on eBay if it's something someone doesn't want. Which can happen with any crate, because not all crates are going to be your fandom. Now, the crate we're looking at this week is Legendary. And if y'all remember, this one is from super way back. I'm going to go with August, so this is the last one before the bankruptcy, which is why it took till December for us to get it. At least for me to get it. Some people still haven't gotten theirs, and I'm super sorry. I hope you get yours soon. Now, that being said, as y'all know, some of the benefits of Loot Crate is they come in a cute crate. Thus the benefit. This is not said crate. So I was super impressed when it came in a white envelope bag. And not just like any white envelope bag, like it was wrapped up real tight in that sized envelope bag. So, no craft crate, no inside of the crate, no nothing. Kind of just all jumbled together and just loose in a bag that was shoved into my mailbox. Now, I understand that almost all of Loot Crate can fit into the standard US mailbox, but this just had no presentation whatsoever. The other thing that I had a severe issue with is it did not come with its handy little flyer, which I understand that the new Loot Crate is not doing. It is eco-sensitive to not send out extra paper, especially when you have it online, except they didn't have it online. So I have no way of knowing which crate this was, or even what should have been in this crate, because it was not online yet. And that was the situation I was talking about in one of my earlier videos, when they literally couldn't tell me yet what was supposed to be in it. So that was just a whole lot of frustrating. I boiled it down to, like, I know what the other crates are because they came in crates, so there is that. It's not as big of a deal, but it is kind of disappointing to expect a Loot Crate and get a mailer envelope with stuff in it with no information. Now, I did see that it does say, August 2019 core on it, on the sticker, so clearly it is a core Loot Crate from August, so you can kind of guess, and that is the Legendary one. So I guess, my bad, I guess I should have looked a little bit more carefully, but I would not have thought to look on the mailer sticker to figure out what crate it is. But, enough ranting. We are going to get into Legendary, which would have been epic and was supposed to be epic. This was going to be Power Rangers, Jurassic Park, and He-Man. So, the first piece, it literally came like this. So, the first piece on the top of the thing is our Megazord, which again is a Loot Crate exclusive. This is another reason I wasn't real enthusiastic. It was already opened. So, this isn't just me having opened stuff previously. It was clearly the sticker had been taken off the way I normally do and like folded back onto the tab so it wouldn't stick back on. So someone had opened both top and bottom and then put it away like that. So I don't know if someone checked something and then didn't put it away nicely, but that was kind of like a, hey guys, you're failing a little bit. So I don't know if this crate was put together and then just left on a shelf, but it is. The good news is it looks like my Megazord is completely intact. So, now, I don't know about y'all, I was the correct age for Power Rangers when it came out, so this was super exciting. I remember watching the original Power Rangers eons ago when it was out on television, so I can tell you so much about that one. To the point where I'm a little confused where the pink Power Ranger goes in this, because you can clearly see blue, yellow, black, and red, but no pink. As you guys can see, he's not huge. He's maybe 3 or 4 inches tall, but he does have a fair amount of heft to him, so he's definitely a plastic or a resin. It is very well made. It looks like it's been molded all out of one piece, and of course his sword fits and comes apart with much squeakiness. So there's his sword. The sword's not real heavy, but it doesn't bend too much. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, so his printing is very well done. It's one of those things you check when you check figurines, that the paint isn't like over the lines where it shouldn't be, that the details are fairly nice. I do see a few paint marks, but not too many, so that is overall a good quality figurine. Figurines, honestly, about $20 to $30. I know it doesn't seem like it should be that much for something this small, but I can tell y'all, when you look for figurines, especially at conventions, now conventions are much higher, but figurines aren't necessarily cheap, especially for shows that were fan favorites or have nostalgia attached to them, which this one does. This was also our leaked image or spoiler image on Loot Crate, so we knew we were getting it. I'll be honest, kind of like the dice roller from previous crates, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but it's still good. I do like it. I'll be honest, I haven't seen any Power Rangers in many, many a moon. And I'm sure there's many new iterations since then. Alright, the next thing I got is a poster. Which, remember me ranting about how the half poster was not that impressive? Well, Loot Crate has outdone themselves. And we got our Jurassic poster. Now, I'll be honest, I have not kept up to date with the new Jurassic. I recognize the dinosaur from the ones that were in the clip with Chris Pratt. So, but it is definitely a very cool poster, and I believe this is one of those Looter Lens ones where if you have a Looter Lens, it should do something. So that is super cool. And if my Minnie was still into Dinosaur Train, I'm sure she'd be enthusiastic about it. Poster, honestly, about $10. Posters are also not exactly cheap when you go find them, even at Walmart. So that's kind of impressive right there. Alrighty, so the next thing I have is our t-shirt. T-shirts on this channel are generally rated at about $20 to $25. That is what I find them for, especially when I try to find fandom shirts on Amazon. Because, y'all, it's really hard, I tell you. Ooh, and I can tell you right now, just by picking it up and unfolding it, it is a soft t-shirt. And you all know how much I love the soft t-shirt that feels like it's been worn or at least washed a few times. So it is He-Man, Masters of the Universe, which is super cool, and it looks like it's the Grayskull crest or shield, so that is just super cool, and it's a lovely shade of gray. And it also looks like it's a fitted tee, which will make it much more likely for me to wear, as opposed to the unisex type of tees. So yeah, that is again a Lootwear exclusive, so that can probably be found at the vault if you're looking for it. But it is super cool, and definitely worth $20, I tell you what. Now, the last thing that I got, besides the pen, that confused the crap out of me, is something that I'm kind of excited about. It just wasn't, I don't remember this fandom being involved at all with this particular crate. I'm not upset, I'm just confused, and this is why I actually had to go to Loot Crate and go, what crate is this? Because the rest of it makes sense. I don't remember this. And maybe I'm just misremembering, and this was supposed to be in this crate, and I'm just losing it. It is a possibility. But it is a set of 4. Oh, lordy. Can't see it with this foil. 4 Star Trek coasters. So they are the U.S. Enterprise Star Trek coasters. And they're just 4 of the exact same coaster. This is a Loot Crate exclusive again from Star Trek, as owned by CBS. So it's just the top of the saucer portion of the Star Trek ship, the Enterprise. It is super cool. They're just hard paper cardboard ones. So that is super cool, but it is printed and super pretty. I would argue easily worth about $15. Coaster sets. Honestly, I have not looked up a fandom coaster set yet. But I would imagine it's no less than $15, even for paper coasters. So that is super cool. It was kind of just an extra that I did not see coming. And I might have to share with some of my other Trekkies just as a wall hanging or something, because paper coasters don't seem like a good life choice in the long term, unless I take some laminate to the top of them or something. Alrighty guys, the last item of the crate is the pin, and it is the She-Ra pin. So you can see her horse on there. I'm actually kind of amazed, given how popular the new She-Ra on YouTube, or on Netflix is, that this was the only piece of She-Ra merch we got. I don't know whether they couldn't find it, or if it was just a licensing problem or something. It seems weird that the pin is the only thing we got from a fandom that's quite that big. Now, as I said before, this was the last crate before the bankruptcy, so there may be a slight case of we were punting, this is what we had, we ran out of funds, I don't know. So, I'm not super impressed with this crate, let's be honest. The t-shirt is probably my favorite piece. It is a super comfy t-shirt, which I like about Loot Crate, is the super comfy t-shirts when we get them. But I was honestly super unimpressed with this crate, just packaging and some of the pieces in them. So, like, the Megazord was cool. Posters, I'm just not as excited about posters, because, you know, where do you put them? So, that's just me. I'd rather have something physical than on a piece of poster board. I know it's a lot easier for them to send posters out. The other problem I have with the poster is once you fold a poster, it's kind of screwed. So I like when posters come in tubes. Obviously, they couldn't put a poster that big in a tube and still fit it in the crate. So there is logistics to that, but this one was kind of eh. It's almost like the effort wasn't fully there, which I can kind of understand. If it was the Loot Crate that had gone bankrupt, they were just running out of time, funds, and so forth. If it's the new Loot Crate, they're going, dude, we didn't promise you this, so we're just going to throw something as much close together and send it off as possible. So sadly, this was not legendary, but it is what it is. Alrighty guys, make sure to tell me what was your favorite piece in this crate. Am I making too big of a deal about this, or do you think it was kind of too? Make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Make sure to comment, and I will see you guys next Fandom Friday. Bye.